In the air to right, and he did it again!
Thank you all for watching this here video. Please like and subscribe and follow.
Welcome back to the Let These Two broadcast. Club of the Week is here, and this week's Club of the Week is the Gold Level 5 Purge Kings. So we're going to go in and talk about what makes this club great, what steps do they need to take to get to that next level into Platinum 1, 2, 3, 4, and hopefully up to that 6,000 spot one day. And of course, I'm going to drop a Club League match out of this club and give my final review. So let's get into it. All right, so let's jump into the Purge Kings Club. Again, always look at the welcome message. Welcome all. We ask you play at least caps, all caps. 3 club league games weekly. You must play to stay. No crate moochers. I like that. So they have a pretty clear-cut message here. They do, unlike a lot of the clubs that we've seen in the past, have a required trophy amount of 2,000. That kind of gives a lot of rookies, because you can get 2,000 in like a day. You're decent at this game. So 2,000 required trophies. And again, 3,200 is right where they're at. Currently ranked at 284, so top 300 club. And this week they are currently second place. This is the start of day 4. So I'm doing this a little early because I'm going on a little vacation. So, we could check out the rest of it. And again, just for you guys that don't know, if you never looked at this, Platinum level 1 is at 3,400. So essentially, right, first place gets an extra 25, so they would need at least 100 trophies and a first place finish, which Club Called Quest looks like they're going to get it. And, they would need a pretty big shot to get 131. So at second place, again, you get to keep yours. And in third place at 100, you get to move up and gold level. So anyways, next we look at the activity in the chat. So we got some donations early here. Let's go all the way back. You can see some good chats. So 62 hours ago, which means, again, they are active in the chats here. Joey here. Let's see who Joey is. Joey is a co-leader in this. Jack is your leader. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 co-leaders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 seniors. So they do kind of make sure they're giving some kudos to the members. You can have a max 20 seniors in this. So let's take a look at the chats overall. Looking good. Win. Let's go. Joey. So Joey is the vocal one as a co-leader. That is solid. Reminders, again, all caps, guys. Let's go. A few people haven't played. Play your games or find another team. So again, they say play at least 3, so 60%. We'll take a look at that number here in a moment. I win with Durant 14. Okay. Let's go. So it gives him some advice. Durant's defense keeps him from scoring. Kuz, bat, got it. Okay, good. So Joey's pretty vocal. I like this. And again, more caps. Welcome to all members. So welcome to the message at the beginning of the week. 15 hours ago, so that's still within the day. So is again Duane. Who's Duane? 2 heartbreaking losses. Duane. Another co-leader. So good. You gotta like that. Joey is the vocal one. Kenneth another co-leader. You gotta like it. Man. Duane. So they have left these 2. Tim is the leader and left these 2. Not a vocal leader unless he needs to. So you don't see a lot of from Jack, but Jack is doing his thing. 16-1. So the dude Jack low. This is interesting. Has he played with? I don't know. Maybe he hasn't changed it in a day. But even with Jack being the leader at level 11, he's still getting wins. Not a big time player as we saw, like 1,000 wins exactly. So active, not active, 17 wins. So he's maybe missed 1 here, so that's not too bad. 18, 19, 19, 19. So the co-leaders are playing. The senior members, are active. That's great. You don't see a lot of 0-0-0s. You got one here. They might be new, so let's check out the weekly standings here, right? So 3s and 4s is what you want to see. 2-2-2. And remember, they only require 3 games. So that's again 60%. So we got one missing some games here, still can make it up, and a lot of new players. So as of right now, they haven't really missed up their requirements. We'll see at the end of the week and take a look at them from last week. Participation rate 84%. That's over the 60%. Win rate, that's where they're getting him. Not getting it done. A 50% win rate with 84%. So they're lacking there. But let's say this, right? One, the co-leaders are playing, right? The leader is playing, right? The co-leaders are vocal, right? The ones that need to be vocal. And their overall player requirement for the most part is there. So what this club is doing, but what they ask for, right, is exactly on par, right? So what they want, what they're doing is exactly what's needed. All right. So any advice there, I don't need to give them. They're doing exactly what they want. Now, on the other hand here, so 48 members, they're doing good there. What the topic is, do they want to become a top tier club? Right? That is the next step, right? They're 284 with, again, 284 is not bad. That's like maybe a couple months and they can move up. But based off of the requirements, they're not going to get there, right? It's not going to happen, right? When you tell your clubs that you tell your members 60% is all we need, then your club is going to be right where it's at, right? You got solid communication, solid activity, but the regular members, right? The regular members, the other half, if they're not that serious, right? Let's see, 2,000 is the requirement. Every single member is over 2,000, so that's good to see as well. Except this guy right here, but he's playing, so grandfather claused in, all good. Now, again, if you want to be a top tier club, they need to at least move that up to 4 games a week, right? If they wanted to. And of course, they gotta, and it's tough. They gotta boot members that aren't playing to that expectation. You don't need to win a lot of games to move up in the ranks. You don't, right? You have teams that are in platinum level 5, 6,000 club teams, 6,000 trophy teams that are getting 120, 130 wins a week, right? So the idea to move up, you need about 130 wins, right? So 125 is at 50% if you can get there. So that's the goal. You got to set a goal of how many trophies do we want to win each week, right? And if you can get that in gold level, you got to get about 125 to like 140. If you can get there, you're going to move up quite a bit because even in the platinum, there's not a lot of clubs that are serious, but serious enough to get the W. But right now, as I say, Purge Kings is doing what they're asking their club members to do. They're right where they need to be, right? So let's go ahead and get into a little club league matchup to see if I can help this club out get one extra win. All right, so before we get into the game, we want to check the lineup up. This again for rookies in general. I tell people so much. One, make sure you got a common pitcher that you're able to level up quickly, right? You guys can see my trophy count is 2,100. I don't really play this except for club league matches, but when you're in a good club and they're donating, you can get a common pitcher leveled up quickly before you get over that 3,000 hump. And you can see I also have Neville, Phoenix, and Tony in the lineup as well. I have 2 rares, Jack and Andre, and I have Martin over here as my only epic, as well as 3 legendary right now. Shotaro, as you can see, level 10. He hasn't even got anything, but Mark and Gibson, both, again, level 11, as you can see, respectively. So it's balanced, right? And then you have all of these potential, upgrades I can do. So another backup epic is Murray, but I'm not getting a lot of him. I'm worried about Martin right now. So If I get Murray's, it's great. I'll level them up when I need to kind of switch them out. But again, and even pitcher wise, I have Yuna in the backup spot right there, just in case I need her. And Ricky is another common catcher that is at level 10, but I'm using Tony at the moment. So the idea is not to level up every single person you can. Even with Michael and Russell, potential for them to get in there, at level 11. So Russell at level 11, he gets to 12. He's, I think Mark level 11 is still better. But, he might be replaced for Phoenix, even potentially Neville if it gets to that point. Same thing with Michael for power. But again, you're going to get these cards if you do the tasks, open the boxes, request, and donate. But right now, I see a lot of people that are new, they're trying to play all epics or all legendaries. Now, if you're brand new and you got level 9s and 10s, fine. But if you're just waiting for them all to get leveled up and they're all in your lineup, you're going to forget about the other players. In a lot of young players, especially now, it's so hard to get gold because of the shards. Playing with a lower level, having some commons and some rares are going to be much more beneficial for rookies in general. So let's go ahead and get into the match. All right. So hopefully, see, look at that. Legendaries and epics all around. Ken stars. Going with Shitaro, 206, 138. And of course, man, like, me, I'm a big Jack guy. And the hard part about playing rookie level sometimes, hitting wise, usually not too difficult. Maybe the timing off a little bit. But when you're pitching, and a lot of times pitching to rookie level players or new players, is that they swing at everything. All right. So it's like, it's good if they swing out of the zone, but once they realize what you're doing as a pitcher, throwing in the strike zone is like a gamble, because if they're using auto bat, for example, then anybody can luck into a home run when you throw a strike, even sometimes a ball. And here's a little OG move for you. A little return to first. Stay out of the double play. But again, that was pretty much right on the nose. A hard hit ball to first base. Baseball clash. Will baseball clash. And there you go. Nice little bop off the wall. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, if you're frustrated, open a second account. Play it for free. Maybe buy 1 or 2 months of the season pass to kind of give yourself a little bit of a boost. Especially if you're, wanting to not start and grind. But you restart a little bit. Bases loaded. That was a strike. I hit it, but apparently too early. Baseball clashed on that one. All right. But again, starting a new account, one, you can help lower level clubs. Two, you can kind of like correct some of your mistakes. Nice pitch there. But you can see this guy's kind of like scattered all over. A lot of lower level people throw a lot more strikes too, thinking that's part of the game to make it a little faster. That was a ball. Good pitch. All right. So again, going into the bottom of the 9th inning when you have no runs, even though 104 and 13, still you got to be careful. Level 10 Shitaro, as you guys saw, level 12 Michelle, but I'm waiting for her to get to at least 13 before I start using her. I want that overall 13 advantage at the lower levels. Be nice. Get it. I'm trying to like build my team up before I can get it over that 3,000 hump. But it's easy to win games in bronze, silver, and gold, especially when you're a veteran with lower level teams, because you're not playing in club league. You're playing more to your opponents, not your the club opponents. So if you're in a lower level club, even if you're a good player, you're going to play a lot of lower level teams, essentially, right? And sometimes it kind of balances. So if you're a lower level player playing a lower level club, you'll play lower level players. Tongue twister, but it works. But again, got to be careful. Shitaro being level 10, easy, hittable, still kind of nibbling. And, there it is. So power contact, even at this low level, man, you throw a ball, he swings it, Gibson can still hit. Frustrating, but it's part of the game, man. Little bloop up the middle. And he steals on me. Nice job. Come on, Tony. Where's your arm at, bro? Stealing off the pitcher, I call it on that one. All right. And you got to get a little lucky, too, man. Throwing a lot of these balls, you can get those easy strikes over sometimes. But you got to stay consistent, right? You got to pitch that no matter what opponent you're playing can beat you, especially if you score 0 runs to the top of the ninth. Swinging that junk. That helps. That helps. That helps. And again, a scary batter, Dave, when he gets to 13 and 14 for some of these guys, this dude is probably one of the better hitters overall in the game. I don't know where I would put him. He's not going to get to 13 anytime soon for me in my main account, but it is kind of fun. All right, sneaking a fastball in. This guy, I think he's just like thinking I'm going to walk him or something, taking that all the way. Now what to do? Let's go. Oh, I missed my location, but it nailed it. There you go. There we go. Okay. Now, here's the thing when you're a veteran player at this game and you get a second chance, with runners on base. Second chance, runners on base. What you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Oh. Now, yeah, this is where the rookie levels are gonna start paying off a little bit. Tony, Tony, Tony. Tony, Tony, Tony. What you gonna do? Tony, Tony, Tony. And start pitching. Oh, another baseball clash. Look at that. Perfect contact. Little late, but okay. Phoenix, nice strike there. Where to go? What's Phoenix going to do? Lay off the sweeper. Inside, right there. Foul ball. Right on the line. Right on the line. But again, guys, when you get into the extras, wow, okay. I missed that one. The cursor wasn't there. That was interesting. 2 outs. 2-out rally, man. Come on, dude. Let's get this done with 2 outs here. Boop. And a blooper. That's a 50-50 ball. That looks like a ball, probably. But it's going to score 2. What is he doing? Does he forget that the game's not over yet? I don't know, man. Oopsie doops. All right. That gives me a little bit of hype. But again, extra innings. You need to have that 3rd run minimum. 3rd run is like a run. Uh-oh. Air helps out. Baseball clash works in my favor that time. All right. Now the opposite field hitting it. Keep the little inside outer there. And rookie move. You got to go second on that one. Probably would have been safe still, but regardless. Let's go finish it up. Add some insurance runs and another baseball clash. Bucknered him. And 6-0. And go back. At least he throws to second base this time. All right, Shitaro. Let's help yourself out. Let's add more pain to the game. And Dexter. Nice job. Okay. Now we got to go pitch. Again, you just want to respect the opponent, right? You want to go out there, finish strong here. Swinging at close ones. Probably a little tilted. Taking it high. Okay, we went a little too far outside on that one. Dropped it in there. And there we go. Oh, and another out. So let's finish this game up real quick. Angelina. We don't need to add any more pain to the game here. Plop, there it is. Game over. And little haha. But all right, so there it is. 6-0 Ken Stars. And so final thoughts on Purge Kings, guys. What again, leadership doing its thing. They're playing, they're communicating, they have a good message, they have a trophy requirement. Again, gold level 5 is where they're at. And again, if they ever want to move up to platinum 1, 2, 3, 4, I mean, they can get to platinum 1. I'm sure they've been there before. But the next step, if they want to take the next step, it's up to them. But what they're calling for and what they desire based off their message, they're doing exactly they're exactly what they want. They're right there, right? They asked for 60% participation. They got 84, so that's more. So then it's at the end of the day, do you want to get the people out? So let's take a look real quick at, again, the leaders are under 500, at 500. The leader is a way over. But all the senior members, one right there, 78803, doing solid. Sean, okay. Good job here from 76590. So that's the key, right? A lot of their members and even senior co-leaders, they're right around that 500 win percentage. And that's the key too, right? You want people to play. So you want to be loyal. People are playing, showing up. It's like, okay, they're playing at least 3. It doesn't say to win. It says to play. So again, if you want to take that next step, you got to start getting members in. Again, I always recommend Reddit, Facebook, Discord, which Discord link will be in the description. Put yourself out there so better players that are tired of their clubs can go out there and see you guys. You guys are doing a good job. So good job, Purge Kings, I think. Thanks for having me this week. And again, that goes to the members, right? So Jack, JuanHao, Duane, Kenneth, Joey, Daniel, no, the co-leaders. Good job, guys. And as always, thank you guys for watching another Let These Two broadcast. We'll see you next time.